Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amal Sued and I'm a student of Rahan School Foundation Level Batch 10. And today I'll be talking about this inspiring TEDx talk, To Learn is to Be Free by Shameem Akhtar. So this talk shares a powerful story about education, courage, and the fight for equality. Through her personal experiences growing up in a rural Pakistan, she demonstrates how education can transform not only an individual's life but also an entire community. Her talk is a reminder that learning is much more than gaining knowledge. It is a pathway to freedom, independence, and empowerment. Shamin begins by describing her childhood in a conservative village where girls had very limited opportunities. In her community, boys were allowed to play outside, attend school, and participate in society, while girls were expected to remain at home and follow traditional roles. Education for girls was often considered unnecessary, and many families believed that a girl's future should revolve around household responsibilities rather than learning. Because of these restrictions, Shamim's early life was very different from that of most girls in her village. She explains that she was raised as a boy during her childhood, allowing her to experience freedoms that were normally reserved for boys. This unusual circumstance gave her the opportunity to attend school, interact with the outside world, and develop a love for learning. While she enjoyed these opportunities, she was also aware that many girls around her were denied the same rights. As she grew older, Shamim began noticing the inequalities that existed in her society. She saw talented and intelligent girls being prevented from attending school simply because of their gender. These observations made her question why education was considered a privilege for some and not a basic right for everyone. She realized that ignorance and tradition often combined to create barriers that limited the potential of countless young girls. One of the major challenges she faced was continuing her education beyond the primary level. There were very few educational opportunities available for girls in her area, and social expectations made it difficult for families to allow their daughters to travel for schooling. Despite these obstacles, Shamim remained determined. She refused to let circumstances decide her future and continued searching for ways to learn and grow. Her persistence demonstrates the power of determination when faced with adversity. Throughout the talk, Shamim highlights how education changed her perspective on life. Learning introduced her to new ideas and different ways of thinking. It gave her the confidence to ask questions, challenge unfair norms, and dream beyond the limitations imposed by society. According to her, education is not merely about reading books or passing exams, it is about developing the ability to think independently and make informed decisions about one's future. Another important theme in the talk is the power of words. Shamim explains that education gave her a voice. Throughout learning, she discovered the ability to express her thoughts, communicate her ideas, and advocate for change. This ability became a powerful tool in challenging the social barriers that affected women and girls in her community. She emphasizes that when people are educated, they gain the confidence to stand up for themselves and others. After completing her education, she began working in community development and education programs. She witnessed firsthand how access to learning could improve people's lives. Families that once doubted the importance of education began seeing its benefits. Girls who attended school gained confidence, developed skills, and envisioned brighter futures for themselves. Over time, attitudes within her village started to change. Parents became more willing to educate their daughters, and opportunities for girls gradually increased. The talk also addresses broader global issues. Shamim argues that educating girls is essential for solving many social problems, including poverty, child marriage, health inequalities, and gender discrimination. When girls receive an education, they are more likely to make informed decisions, contribute to their communities, and create better futures for the next generation. Education, therefore, becomes a powerful force for social progress and development. Shamim's story is also a lesson in resilience. Throughout her journey, she encountered resistance, criticism, and numerous obstacles, yet she continued moving forward because she believed in the value of education. Her perseverance serves as an example for anyone facing challenges in pursuing their goals. She reminds listeners that success is rarely easy, but determination and belief in oneself can overcome even the most difficult barriers. In conclusion, Shameem Akhtar's TED Talk is a powerful testament to the transformative power of education. Through her personal experiences, she demonstrates how learning can break cycles of inequality, empower individuals, and inspire entire communities. Her story encourages us to value education not just as a tool for personal success, but as a fundamental human right that can create a more just and equitable world. The talk leaves audiences with a simple yet profound message. When people learn, they gain the freedom to imagine, choose, and build a better future for themselves and for others. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.